All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Freezin for NFC North Podcast, episode 147. NFC North Training Camp Week 4 storylines, to play or not to play. Jordan Love injured and training camp cuts. All good stuff coming. I am NFL Outdated. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on the Twitter X machine and at NFL Outdated. And you can also find me and us on Freezin number 4 pod on TikTok, and much more to come as the season comes. But we are into preseason. We got football. We got some great discussions coming. And, welcome back, Dre. Where can everyone find you as we get started?
You can hit me up on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. It's at Skullman Sports.
You are the even keel Viking participant.
Dry.
Minnesota nice. Last week we had Mr. Knew It All, and that was entertaining stuff. Great stuff from him and getting seventh letter going. That's always fun to watch you going seventh letter. You get passionate, especially about Jared Goff and all that stuff. But we'll get to you in a second. But someone who's always passionate and always love you having you on. Where can we find you, Mr. RevTrev?
Yeah, you can find me RevTrevNFL everywhere.
Absolutely everywhere. Always great stuff, passionate stuff, but hopefully level-headed, especially with some interesting news, and we'll get to that as well. You always have some great stuff, like subscribe to all of that. Even if you're not a Packer fan, you have to infiltrate and find out what's going on these teams that we, especially as Bears fans, that we're going to beat this year. And I'm excited about that. One person who always is mainstay, and where can everyone find you, seventh letter, as we get started?
You find me 7th letter 4 on Twitter X, same OG on Instagram and Facebook. And you can't find me everywhere, but I know one place you've been finding me the last 2 years, and that's on top of the NFC North, man, where I hope to remain. Good to see you gentlemen this evening.
Absolutely. And lots of great stuff last week. And we learned some new things about you. No Jared Goff slander. I knew that. But now no Jahmyr Gibbs slander.
Oh, no. How could you?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you look at those stats, and he was not the reason that you lost that playoff game. Obviously, we kind of went on Twitter with a few different people, and obviously, I know you like to say Ben Johnson, but Ben Johnson was not the reason. I think it was that leaky defense.
We were injured, but we beat everybody else. We beat everybody else. Well, how do we get? We got to score too. We were outscoring everybody. There's no reason why we couldn't. Look at the Redskins stats again. Let me stop. I'm not going back.
Get you started.
Oh, keep going. I want to know, what about the Redskins stats? How come
the Redskins couldn't stop the run all season?
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't stop the run that day either.
That's true.
You know what's interesting? We're kind of the prisoner of the moment. Everyone sees that. They see Jaden Daniels, and I am a good Jaden Daniels fan, but everyone's like, he is going to be the second coming now. We did that with, Mr. Stroud, right? And everyone is forgetting about Caleb Williams. Obviously, everything kind of went viral with him in the practice net, and no one kind of understanding what was happening there. And even Bears fans are blowing up about him not playing in week 1. I am absolutely 100% behind my guy, Ben Johnson. And Ben, I trust for him not to start in preseason week 1. Do you know why? Number one, the starting offensive line was not playing. I'm not about to get my main guy killed on a preseason meaningless game. And number 2, I trust my mad genius, Ben Johnson. I trust what he's doing. And number 3, we absolutely dominated when it mattered versus the Dolphins. In practice, it mattered. It mattered because all the starters were playing. Our defense was showing out, picking out off Tua, and I don't know. The Dolphins look pretty bad. Seventh letter,
today too.
I was gonna say yes. The Dolphins would be ranked 5th in this division, I think.
Yeah. I don't put it about Caleb not playing the first game. I just want to say, Jared Goff, when we sucked, when we were like 4 and something, Jared Goff played the first preseason game. Just saying.
Who was the offensive coordinator?
Ben Johnson.
Are you sure about that?
Dead serious.
All right. I think wasn't he the tight ends coach at that point?
No.
All right. Well, maybe here's the thing. I think Ben Johnson learned a lesson, and he learned what he wants to do right. The Lions could not get it across the goal line, and I think this time with the Bears, he wants his quarterback to get it
across. What is he talking about?
Did you make the Super Bowl?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant
the goal line.
I thought you meant to go. Okay, all right.
So with the Bears, Ben Johnson
5
wants
and
to get
12
this
guys are criticizing the guys who are in the NFC Championship game. Just let's pause for a moment. Just think about that for a second.
Yeah, right.
Couldn't get it past the goal line. Guess what? You couldn't even make the playoffs. Come on now.
Hey, you know what? Rookie quarterback. I am all about, all this quarterback stuff. And Trev, you have some huge quarterback issues too right now. Jordan Love, he's injured. His thumb's injured. He's not going to play for a little bit till maybe probably week 1. Are you what's your concern level for Jordan Love now having surgery on the ligament in his left thumb?
Yeah, that's definitely a concern. I like that it's now, not later. This is I don't know. Is there good timing ever? Never. I'll tell you this for free. Jordan Love's going to have a better season than Caleb Williams, and it's not going to be close. And because Caleb Williams doesn't have an O-line and is going to run for his life, as neither did Justin Fields. And I don't know, when's the last time you had an O-line? That's what I want to know. So Jordan Love. I am concerned. Of course, all our wide receivers are going down. Oh, it is. I don't know. It's next man up apparently already, and we're in week 2 of the preseason, and this is what it's like. So, don't you notice as fans, we go up and down in our emotions? It's like I'm just going to stay steady, Eddie, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Well, now you bring it up. Yeah, I mean, Dobbs has been injured, and now Reed, Wicks, Watson, and even Savion Williams is out. I mean, I'm actually in Wisconsin, so I'm actually thinking about applying to be a wide receiver for the Packers this year. I mean, with how good you say Jordan Love is, he just like throw it to me, and I should probably fall into the end zone, right?
Absolutely. Even you could be good there.
Even I could be good there.
But I'll to be like real there. The Dobbs injury, Wicks, Reed, Watson, Savion Williams. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and go, "Oh, I'm not worried." I mean, that's concern already. It's like, really, all of them. So it's like, it's Matthew Golden season apparently, Tucker Kraft season. I don't know. We're just going to run the ball with, and if Jordan Love's out, we're just going to Malik Willis is going to run the ball. Josh Jacobs is going to run the ball. I don't know. We're going to find ways to be competitive. And, these injuries are early, so they don't really worry me, but I just hope that they don't linger.
Well, let's talk about you brought up fantasy football, and Dre wanted to talk a little bit about that, and obviously we have time now. We're on the Packers. I mean, with all these wide receiver issues and with how good Josh Jacobs is, I mean, when you're looking at your fantasy roster drafts, I mean, how high should people be drafting, Jacobs because of some of these issues in camp with the Packer wide receivers?
I'm taking round 2.
Okay.
That's where I'm taking him. I just think that, I mean, listen, he was the number 1 running back in all of fantasy football a couple years ago. It's not like this guy is just going to fall off the map. The only thing that slows Josh Jacobs down is injuries, and that's it. So we have a really good offensive line. I would be drafting him in 2nd round, maybe 3rd at the latest, depending on what's available there. But I give me some Josh Jacobs, man. If you don't take him, like, I don't know who you're taking in front of him. Like, People are like, I'm going to take Genty. Look at what he did.
Yeah.
He's got to be dropping in boards. Like, you want to go with the proven guy or the guy who's going to be the generational running back who can't even do anything in preseason? I don't know. Just you tell me.
So, Dre, you kind of brought it up too. I mean, what are your thoughts on Josh Jacobs, and where are you drafting him? In your fantasy football drafts.
I would say, yeah, I think. I wouldn't say first round. I think there are like a few other people that are obviously above him, but I think especially with how the Packers are, like how their receiving core is kind of, we don't know what's going to happen there really. That means that if anything, Jacobs is going to get a lot of numbers. And I mean, he did well last year too. So it's like he's had 1,000 yards in almost the majority of his seasons. And now he has a full year under the playing belt in Green Bay. I think he could go. I mean, I think it depends on who's available. Yeah, I would say I think in my league he'll probably make it to round 3. Probably just based on what's needed for our league to go. But yeah, I think I would probably take him in round 3. Though I'm not of need of a running back right now. So it's that's why I would put him a little bit lower, but that's just me.
Well, so I'm going to say something sacrilegious here, and something I think, Trev, you're going to appreciate. I would, depending on the number of teams in my league, I would venture to actually even draft Josh Jacobs in the first round. And, with running backs, when you look at the load I think he's going to get and what he got last year, for me, there are different ways to go into fantasy football. And I think one of the ways to lose is to, if you're a fan of the Bears or a fan of whatever team, is just to completely avoid players of like Packers or whatever. If you're going to do that, then just don't even play. Right. To me, I don't, obviously I don't want Josh Jacobs to do well. But if I want to win a fantasy championship and I look at what he has done and what he means to that offense, I'm drafting Josh Jacobs if he falls in my lap. Now, I'm not going to target him. I'm not going to say, okay, well, I have the first overall pick. I'm going to get Josh Jacobs. But I'm going to consider him. Like, if he's on the board, I'm taking him. I mean, as far as the numbers, just what he means. I mean, he is – I don't know how many, backs in the NFL, even in NFC North, are like a true bell cow back, but Josh Jacobs is that.
Absolutely. And I've been doing my studying. Like, this is literally, I got all my notes.
Oh, you're ready.
I do on my vacation.
Solid.
It's all right here. I got the tiers. I got everything going. And you're right. Like, if you don't take Gibbs early, you got something wrong with you, right? Like that.
Gibbs.
He's a top 3 running back, no problem. But what people don't understand about Josh Jacobs, he was running back number 5 last year. 5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you want to say. Like, now, is he going to do it again? I mean, now, if you got Jordan Love injured again, you got some wide receivers down. I mean, can't you say there's a good chance he could get 5th again? So he should be probably the 5th or 6th running back coming off your board anyways. And that's not even being biased. It's just looking at the facts. 2 years ago in 2023, he was a 25th guy, but he only played 13 games. The year before that, he was number 1. Anytime he's played a lot of these years, like he's been 8th overall running back, number 1, number 5 in the last in all of his years. And he's had a couple years where he was 15 or 16, 14, and then the 25 one. So I'm just sitting there going, I don't know what else you want to say. It's like, if you're like, I'm not going to take Josh Jacobs because he's a Packer. You're not going to take Gibbs because he's a Lion. I mean, Aaron Jones even later might be a good pick there. There's a lot going, So, yeah. I mean, Swift is pretty far down on that list too. Maybe he's a steal.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
But that's what I'm saying is, like, if you want to wait on him and get him, but like, what's he going to get you? These other guys, I think, have a little bit of a higher ceiling. But I think Jones and Swift were close last year. Jones was 16, running back 16, and Swift was running back. Where did he go? Number 19. So we're talking real close there, those guys. Honestly, I would take David Montgomery over Aaron Jones and DeAndre Swift. He was hurt last year, missed 2 games, and still he was right behind Aaron Jones anyways. That's not even a bold take.
I would actually agree with that.
Let that man.
Do you want to talk about facts, or are you going to talk about feelings?
Feelings. There's a lot of feelings over there. I want to talk about my feelings. I think Swift's going to be the best running back in the league with Caleb and this and that and all this shit.
I didn't think I ever said that. I still have questions about DeAndre Swift, and that's okay. You know why that's okay? You know why that's okay?
Why is it okay?
Here's some news out of Bears training camp. My guy DJ Moore, they're lining him up at running back.
Of course.
Yeah.
They're putting him at running back. So when you look at Fantasy Football Focus, in some of these players, I may actually, move DJ Moore up into my, wide receiver, higher tier, just on that, because they're going to try to get him the ball in different ways. Which I love that. Bears, unfortunately, Bears coaches in the past have neglected to get the playmakers the ball, which is paramount in NFL football, right? At any level, football at any level. You have good players, get them the ball. So they're lining them up in the back field. They're actually kind of joking that they wanted him to gain a little bit of weight. So I would
he's not a small wide receiver. He's a big guy.
Yeah, but they were kind of joking and about that he maybe should. Obviously he didn't, but when you look at it, I would go with him. Now Swift, I would be hesitant. I would take him maybe as a second or third option at running back. I think we talked about this before, Trev, and you've done a few videos. Definitely check him out on all TikTok, all that stuff. You got some great stuff on zero running back strategy, not to do that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a terrible strategy because people have overemphasized it, and now everyone's doing it, and then it's counterproductive. There's a ton of great wide receivers. You could go running back. Like, go get yourself a running back, at least 1 or 2 in the first 2 to 3 round or 3 to 4 rounds. And I'm telling you, like, get a stud wide receiver. Then later on, there's so many good wide receivers down below that it's just insane to me that people are like, go heavy on wide receiver. You know what they say about wide receiver, 0 RB running back, or 0 RB strategy, my apologies, is do not take anything but a wide receiver. This is the purest for the first 6 rounds. Don't take a quarterback.
6?
Don't take a tight end. I've literally talked to people who've done 100 leagues and over the last number of years have been documenting and trying to tell me that if you wait till then you. I'm like, this is nuts. This is where it's gone way over. So I said, okay, I'm going to do it. I went into a mock draft, did it. You should see my running backs. It is so horrific. I think Rachaad White is my starting running back.
That's not actually Rachaad White. Actually, I think could be a solid back, right?
They had Irving. Irving was the one.
If Bucky doesn't get injured, if he gets injured.
Hey, you want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
You want to hear something crazy? They don't believe in Rachaad White anymore. Tucker is the number 2 running back in there. If you're in a dynasty league, go pick up Tucker. I'm telling you right now. It's not.
What's the first name of Tucker?
Yep, the last name. Last name's Tucker. You're going on our league right now. I know it. It's good. But I'm just saying, like, they have 3 guys there that are good. But I'm with you guys. Bucky Irving is the man there. I don't want a number 2 running back or 3 running back as my number 1 running back on a team. Like, Tracy for the Giants is your number 1 running back. Oh my goodness. Then what's your number 2 one? I don't know. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, even as a Bears fan, I could root for Josh Jacobs as my fantasy running back because I know he's going to get yards. And if he's getting yards, I know obviously they're moving down the field. Maybe they get a touchdown here or there, but he's going to do well for you in fantasy. And I can still then hope the team loses. And when you look at, Jordan Love with the injury, with the left thumb injury going into week 1, you have to believe that that especially week 1, week 2, it's going to be heavy on the run, right away, just to make sure, obviously it's not his throwing hand, but
well, I'm just saying, like, we're talking left hand here, left,
right. But that's still going to be an issue.
Left-handed.
Obviously, but it's an issue kind of getting the ball, and all of that. So I think we had, Mr. Tyler Coca tell us a little about Coca Mania. Tell us a little bit about a few episodes back. Tell us about the quarterback play. So,
okay,
Dre, what about you? So, you're a Vikings fan, and are you like anti picking up Bears, Packers, Lions players for your fantasy?
No, if anything, one strategy that I've done, and for better or worse, I guess for a less stressful time, if anything, is that I've gone with a lot of Vikings players. Like, that doesn't always work, but like that I'm just rooting for my team anyway, so I don't have to like root against them type of thing. But I'm not against going like picking up other players on other, like, that doesn't matter to me.
I'm against picking Cowboys.
I mean, I get it. CD is the one that CD's the only one that's like arguably worth, I would say, a lot.
Pickens looks good this year.
Yeah, for the first beginning until he becomes retarded.
Jordan Love thumb wasn't all that bad. They said he was going to be out till opener. Packers media was saying Love might be back by season opener. Yeah, I think he'll be back by season opener. But I mean, I think what happens, you lose out on timing. Matthew Golden, I think, is really coming on in the training camp and everything like that. But receivers, that matters. The timing, it matters. And so, obviously, I think Jordan Love has had issues with accuracy, and maybe that continues to help that erode. As a Bears fan, I'm looking forward to that. Who is this? Thanks, Daryl, for the comment here. Who is Amar Johnson? Seems like an undrafted free agent steal. He just ran a 39-yard touchdown the other night. I don't even know. Was that for the Packers or the Amar Johnson? What's that?
Wasn't for me.
Not.
Yeah, he's the guy who ran it in. He was the only guy who scored a touchdown in our preseason game against the Jets. Looked good, looked solid. Belton, our first overall pick, second overall pick, or second round pick. I mean, he was one of the key blockers in that. He looked good, but I mean, you've got Marshawn Lloyd sitting there, guys. I mean, Amar Johnson he would be third at best, but I don't know. I think he's probably fourth on the depth chart. So.
Well, that's the thing with Marshawn Lloyd. I think he returned to practice, but he's had a hard time staying healthy. So you look at some of these other players, maybe for dynasty, or even like if they're going to be later on in I don't know, maybe if Josh Jacobs gets hurt, maybe a handcuff. But these players are good to kind of pay attention to. But unless you're doing dynasty, it's really hard to put a ton of weight into some of these players. But let's see here. Independent Aquaman. Here we go. The Hall of Fame game. They suck in the regular season. And the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, beat the shit out of you.
So our depth chart, Andy, is Josh Jacobs, Marshawn Lloyd, Emmanuel Wilson, and then Amar Johnson. That's what it is right now. So us keeping four, it's rare. Might be special teams guy. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But, we've got a lot of wide receivers that we're trying to keep, so he's going to be a long shot, to be honest.
Well, let's go to the NFC North fantasy football focus on some of the wide receivers. Obviously, Dre Jefferson is going to be the guy. He may get a lot more attention in week 1, 2, 3 since Addison is gone for that amount of time. I mean, anybody else, wide receivers that people should be watching out for on the Vikings?
I wouldn't say like the receivers. I mean, there's like I have trust in them, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, you can pick them up, but you're gonna drop them in 2 weeks anyway. So like, I would say keep an eye on Hawkinson. I think like there's been like a lot of, I guess safety blanketness that what do you call it? McCarthy has been doing.
Watch out for
I think he's going to be dumping off to him and Oliver for a little bit. I think that's how they're going to make up for it with the two tight end set.
Is Hawkinson even
alive?
Yeah, is he? I thought he's injured.
No, they kind of didn't really say exactly what it was. They kind of said like it was kind of a groin, kind of lower back.
More soft.
But now he's back in practice anyway, so he's back. I will say this with Jefferson. One thing that's great about him is that somehow he's still able to play well, and people know, like, it's not like he's a hidden gem that he's one of the best, if not the best receiver in the league, and somehow he's still producing. So I think, like, yeah, he's may have a little dip in numbers, but a little dip for him is still better than a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Obviously there's a little bit of residual jealousy that the Vikings did well last year, but I am actually overjoyed a little bit this year because Vikings Twitter is one of my favorite places just to kind of sit back with popcorn and watch. And now that there's expectations on the Vikings, Vikings Twitter is amazingly active. It is fun. It's obviously more fun to kind of poke fun at them. And when you look at where the Vikings are expectation wise, I mean, Jefferson's there. I'm hearing though from my sources, I have some sources within Vikings fandom. I'm hearing that the Vikings are going to be relying on the run more this year.
They have to though. They throw too much. They do, yo. That's why the Vikings is always easy for us to beat, because they very one trick pony. One guy getting the ball. Addison never had plays really well against us. Hawkinson don't play good against us. It's just 18. Let 18 do him. The other one's soft. They punks.
I say that. I'm gonna say this. I said last year. I said. And obviously I was wrong on this, but I said avoid Jefferson at all costs because of Darnold. And I'm going to say it. I'm going to double down. Avoid in fantasy football this year in 2025. Avoid Justin Jefferson because of J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings running. Avoid J.J. McCarthy. Avoid him, but avoid Jefferson in fantasy football. Dre, what are your thoughts?
No, just no. Stop it. Just stop it. Like,
it's time to put on your big boy pants. He talking crazy. Get him. Get him. He's trying. He's doing it on purpose. He's talking this crazy shit on purpose. Get him. He's asking you, come get me, beat me. That's what he want. Give it to him, yo. He's bugging.
No. I am a little bit tongue in cheek, but part of it too is like you look at ADP, right? I was in a league, and I still have a league where there are all these Michigan fans, right? And they're all about every year, and it was more when we did the auction draft, and they had these Michigan fans that would go back and forth on Tom Brady because everybody wanted Tom Brady because they were all, and so if you look at Justin Jefferson, there may be someone who's going to go up and get him, way too high. And to me, if I don't get Justin Jefferson, I'm good. All right. If he falls kind of where I'm at, where I draft, I'm probably taking him. But I am also, I want to know that my wide receiver number one is going to have a quarterback that's going to pass number one. It's in an offense that's going to score points, especially, obviously you want your wide receiver one, running back one, just to be set it and forget it. And Jefferson is that in name. I worry this year that just because he's the name, he might be last year's Patrick Mahomes, right? A lot of people overdrafted him. He didn't have that good of a fantasy football year. We're talking about fantasy football. And so I would worry about that. Justin Jefferson is not – he's almost on my do not draft list, Dre. So,
hey, Dre, you need help.
Do not draft list. Like, who else is on it? Is Jamar Chase on it? Is like,
Yes, exactly, yeah.
like, is Josh Allen also on that list? Like, I mean, come on. Like,
actually, Josh Allen would be number one because people are drafting him way too high. I do not draft a quarterback that high. I mean, Trevor, what about you? Like, I try to wait on my quarterbacks.
I do too, but there's exceptions to the rule. Depends on how far they drop. Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are superstars. I mean, your goal is to draft or get a quarterback that's going to get that 400 point total. There was 4 guys that were 380 or higher. There was an amazing year last year for quarterback. Joe Burrow's going in like round 5 or 6, and he had 300. Like he could have won MVP. If they won more games, he would have won MVP
Easily.
You know,
well,
and Lamar Jackson had the craziest year. Like, I think he broke records. Like, that's how good Joe Burrow was. So I don't think it's wrong to pick Lamar Jackson. I just don't want him anywhere between, I don't know, maybe end of the 3rd round, 4th round earliest. But man, you're not, if you want one of those superstars, you can't wait. And if you're going to wait on quarterback, who are you waiting for? That's the question. Don't just wait on quarterback. Who are you waiting for? And there's one guy that you can wait a long time for. And I'm telling you, could kick butt in your league. Jared Goff. That's what I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
That guy was quarterback 6 last year, and you get him in like the 9th round. It's insane. So if you're going to wait, hey, go get him, man. And get your backup, JJ McCarthy. Because according to the last guy from last week, he's the next Josh Allen. What a
I'm telling you, get it.
I wouldn't accept that.
I do not agree with that, by the way.
You know who I'm waiting for on QBs. Obviously, my guy Caleb Williams. I think when you look at his weapons, you look at all that. I'm waiting on Caleb Williams. We'll get to that in a second. And obviously, we got some chatter here on the Lions. I want to get. Here we go. So Independent Aquaman, thanks for waiting here. I'm going to go ahead and go here. So St. Brown is the NFL's most reliable wide receiver now, plus Goff is the highest passer accuracy in the whole NFL. Trev, to your point, wait and get Goff. That may be a good strategy. St. Brown. No, I can't do a 7-letter. I am going. If St. Brown's there, I am targeting him. He is one that I'm targeting because of the offense, just because of what he can do. And he's got a reliable quarterback that's been in the offense.
Good.
Okay. But
they look good.
Andy, are you taking St. Brown over Jefferson? Because you just said do not draft.
Yes.
You're going to take St. Brown over Jefferson. Wow.
100%.
That's solid.
St. Brown over Justin Jefferson all day, every day. 7th letter.
The thing is about fantasy though. It's about like
if I see St. Brown and Jefferson, I'm picking St. Brown. I'm just a Lions fan like that. I can't do it. I can't. I'll pick Jameson Williams. Like,
no.
I'm a Lions fan. I draft with my heart. I'm not. The thing is draft. Like I draft the players that I really like. You know what I mean? I think will do good. Like I get out of my feelings later in the draft, but if it's early, oh my God.
Like I understand the idea of like obviously you're voting. Drafting your players you like. Obviously, I draft Jefferson as many times as I can. The thing is, the one thing comparing it, I would say objectively to like say Brown, the Lions honestly have a lot more. Goff is a great pickup, I think, but like. Generally, they have a lot more targets, and for receivers, the main thing you're going to try to get is yardage and touchdowns, and St. Brown because he has to divide that.
St. Brown scores touchdowns though.
Yeah, he does, but so does Laporta, so does Gibbs. Yeah. Like I mean, and that's like 3 people. Like they're known for receiving. Yeah, not to say St. Brown and Jameson, as you've said in the past weeks, he's gonna do a lot more. And so that's more division of like touchdown
points, though, man. We be scoring like 30, 40 points. You'll be good. The ball be out.
Dre, I want to back it up a little bit, and I want to infer something from what you said here. you said the Lions have more targets than the Vikings. So logic would say you are saying that J.J. McCarthy is not going to throw it as much as Jared Goff. Are we all kind of on that same wavelength here?
But that's not his offense. Like the Vikings throw the ball. That's what they do. He's gonna throw it. He rather throw it. He doesn't really like the run. Like he go away from the run so fast. Your coach do it too against us, Trevor. Like he'll just Josh Jacobs to be killing us, and he'll just start throwing. Like, thank God he let us off the hook. He did it both games.
Trev, am I wrong about the kind of saying that? Obviously, to me, and I did this with Jordan Love, but I think, you know, maybe Dre has or maybe Seventh Letter has a point here, because I was worried on Jordan Love, his kind of first game versus the Bears in Soldier Field, and his quarterback just, his coach said, "Hey, let's just throw it," and but he had more. Okay, this is gonna sound bad. Jordan Love has more physical gifts than J.J. McCarthy. Correct?
We don't know yet.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he has a little more talent than J.J. McCarthy right now.
I would say he's taller than J.J. McCarthy. That's all I got.
But actually, let's just let me. I'm not going to do bias take here, okay?
Yeah.
If you just look at where Jordan Love was drafted and where J.J. McCarthy was drafted, there's an argument that could say that maybe J.J. McCarthy is a better quarterback than Jordan Love. That's an argument.
Gift.
I'm not saying that it's true. We're going to find out.
Yeah, I really don't know enough about him.
No. I don't think J.J. McCarthy's that good. I think he got drafted too high, personally. But if he turns out to be he's a winner, that I don't want to take that away from him. There's something special about those winning guys that are good, but I just didn't see the numbers in college that impressed me. I thought like he found ways to win, but that was a stacked Michigan team. I just say it's like Joe Burrow was like it's so cool that he panned out, but you're throwing to Chase and Jefferson. Are you kidding me? And then thank God they put him with Chase came and went to Cincinnati because he keeps just throwing to him like.
So, Dre, you got the Minnesota Nice here. We're all, I think, taking little shots here at J.J. McCarthy. Vikings fans are just like, I feel like it's Super Bowl or bust right now with everything that it is out of control. Dre, you're paying attention to Vikings Twitter, are you not?
Yeah, I mean, I think anyone who's really saying Super Bowl or bust, they're all just being hyperbolic, and generally speaking, aren't unless you're honestly in a complete rebuilding, tanking year. Arguably, aren't we all anyway? Super Bowl or bust almost any year anyway. So, I'm the type that's not. I think McCarthy. I think he has a lot of potential. Like everyone said, I think he could be really good. He could arguably be better than Love. We don't know really. I think that's the main thing is that we don't really know. But also going back, I just wanted to touch base on this also. The idea of like having drafting quarterbacks high, I think another, I guess, rule breaker of that is like if you have like a super flex league, because like
of course
in those leagues, I'm in one, and it's you kind of have to draft a quarterback high because you need to have like the Josh Allens, the Lamars, honestly the Mahomes, even though he fell off, like. Because the ceiling for them obviously is so high. But then once you get into like after those, like obviously the big ones and you need a second quarterback, they kind of teeter off that can kind of have like high ceilings, but then really low floors. Like obviously we think Justin Herbert he's supposed to be really good, and he can be, but then he can have really bad days too. So it's like you kind of want to draft a quarterback higher at that point just because you need it becomes more realistic in my opinion from a like fantasy wise that you kind of have to put a lot of importance on a quarterback versus like what Trevor was saying earlier of focusing on running backs. 6 rounds without a running back though, that is a wild thing that I don't like. I struggle. I've been in leagues where I've like struggled and I'm like fighting waiver wires for running backs just to have it. 6 rounds is wild. You need to have, like you said, like a good like stud, at least one.
You need to have one or two in the first 6 rounds. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
So we're talking a little bit about fantasy football tonight, and also kind of real training camp stuff. It's so interesting during training camp that people get so freaked out or so excited about this and that. And I think I see Vikings fans, and obviously I try to troll them when I can, getting so excited about J.J. McCarthy completing these passes when there's no pass rush. But you look at even in some of the drills, the defense is getting into him and kind of swallowing him up. So I think there was a good comment here talking about just his pocket presence, and he's being thrown to the wolves. So that I would worry about, number one, I'd worry about real football for JJ McCarthy, but then also fantasy football that way. Bless you. And, just about, just the speed of the game. And it takes quarterbacks a little while to kind of adjust to that. Caleb Williams, my guy Caleb, obviously he talked about, it being easy last year, and obviously it wasn't, but
he said what?
He said basically it would kind of be easy.
There are going to be no punts.
No punts, all of that stuff.
He did a lot of things last year.
He did. And what?
He led the league in punts.
You know what? He still had one of the best quarterbacking seasons in Bears history with a broken coaching staff. And so
it's low.
It's very low bar.
It is. But when you look at,
I'm also going to say this: if you're going to talk about McCarthy throwing with no pressure, all these videos, that sidearm with Caleb Williams, if you're going to put up that was with no pressure too. So like, don't try to like bring on like say McCarthy's doing with no pressure. So is the Williams in these videos. Yeah,
agreed. But the talent is there. I don't think JJ McCarthy knows how to throw a sidearm. And I don't think it's in his capability. I don't think it, and maybe it is. I don't think he was asked to do that.
We haven't seen the man play yet. We know nothing in the NFL. I'm actually gonna watch. Did he play in the preseason game, the first one?
One drive,
and he was inaccurate. Is that correct?
That's okay. It's preseason.
3 for 7. What do you one drive? Come on.
Okay, but here's the cool thing about JJ McCarthy, okay? Mm-hmm. So, and the Jefferson, because as we guys are talking, I'm just looking up some stats. Amon St. Brown was number 3 wide receiver last year behind Jefferson, okay? And why that's important and why I think your argument, Andy, is legitimate, and it's probably not even a hot take, okay, is because Sam Darnold was quarterback number 9 in fantasy last year. 9. So what's J.J. McCarthy going to be after this first rookie season? Is he going to be a top 10 quarterback? It's going to be things are going to have to go his way. Is he better than veteran Sam Darnold? And you're saying, well, he was terrible to everyone else. Well, he was great. He was great in Minnesota. So does that mean plug and play and J.J. McCarthy is going to be a top 10 quarterback, let's just say like 8 to 12. Let's just say that. Is he going to be that? Possibly 12 in my books, but I don't know. I'm serious when I'm saying this. You can pick up JJ McCarthy as a really late quarterback and have him as your second guy. And if he goes off, trade your starter. If he turns into Sam Darnold, you can trade your starter for something else and get something good. But if you think about that, I love Jefferson. I think he's the most talented wide receiver in the NFL, and it's just that he doesn't have a great quarterback at the moment.
I think that's fair. And obviously, Crooked Commish, JJ has a ton of weapons around him, so he may not have a long leash. Ooh. I don't know about that.
What's the other
McCarthy?
options?
Yeah, I say that JJ McCarthy is the Vikings' best option. He's got he's essentially a rookie. I think he is going to, have a pretty long leash. But love the comment there for sure. Amon-Ra was a tad better than Justin Jefferson. He was playing fast and with speed. I don't know about you, and I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back. If I am on the clock and it's Justin Jefferson or Amon-Ra St. Brown, I am taking St. Brown 10 out of 10 times.
That's not a bold take.
Clip it.
I think you can. There's an argument to be made. Now, Dre, you're not doing that, right?
No.
He's a Vikings fan.
I would say arguably even outside of being a Vikings fan, I think like there are very few people that would be taking. I'm not trying to say you're completely wrong because I can understand it, but if you're, let's just say 4 overall, are you really going to take Amon-Ra? It also depends on how many people are in your league, right? If you're in a 12-person league and you're drafting 4, I'm taking Jefferson over that. It doesn't even like I would not take St. Brown at 4. Like,
here's the problem with that, and I've run into issues in the past with my fantasy football. You draft for past and name, and you're kind of screwed. You have to draft for what you think's going to happen in the situation in the upcoming year. You can't say, and this has gotten people in problems drafting Travis Kelce. Oh, he's a name. He's now with Taylor Swift, all of that stuff. Taylor Swift ain't getting any fantasy football points. All right.
What? Weird.
Oh, there goes my draft strategy.
I know. But when you look at people, and obviously if people are going to do that, they're going to look in the past and say, oh, this player did that, and not even think about all of the things that changed. And this is why I may even consider. I am still going with say DJ Moore and and St. Brown are there. I'm still going St. Brown, but DJ Moore is up there now with this news that they're going to put him in the backfield. I love what they're going to try to do with DJ Moore. They have a little bit more talent. Rome Odunze, I think, is going to be eventually the Bears' number 1 wide receiver. But you are lying. I'm telling you right now. I'll tell you why. I offered you a trade, Rome Odunze, and you rejected it. When was that?
And if you think that he's going to be the number 1 wide receiver one day, you should have except I offered you Odunze for Kenneth Walker. And
that was last year. That was last year.
This offseason.
When was that?
I'm telling you right now. I'm like, this guy's crazy. This guy's crazy.
I've got some new news. Let's put your money where your mouth is. Let's make a trade right now online. Throw it up there. All right, I'll look at that. So knowing what my guy Ben Johnson, probably the coach of the year in 2025, is going to do with DJ Moore. They're putting him in at running back. Eric Bieniemy is excited about DJ Moore, and my man looking like Santa Claus right now with the white beard. He's looking like Lovie Smith, coming back to Lovie Smith. Those are some of the best times recent memory in Chicago Bears history. So
y'all fired him with a winning record too. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. I wish we would not have. DJ Moore is up there as far as, because I think when you look at drafting, whatever fantasy player it is, people just kind of obviously look at the past and they say, well, this is going to happen. Or they look too small as, he's going to catch this and that. Obviously, you have to worry about if it's going to be, PPR league, all those things like that. DJ Moore, I think he is going to have a fantastic fantasy football year and a fantastic year overall, running, catching. I think, and he may have, Jaden Reed did really well with the Packers, right? And they kind of handed him the ball, did some different things with him, correct?
Yep.
I'm thinking DJ Moore may get some more of that treatment. And I think Rome Odunze is going to become the Bears' number 1 wide receiver. He is really he's connecting. So I may have to read Rome Odunze.
He should be. You picked him at number 10. You ain't pick him there for no reason. You picked him there to be number 1.
Ben Johnson, 2025 Coach of the Year. It's coming. He's going to be the new big KOC. Okay, this is a great question here. Will Kmet or Loveland have more touchdowns? I'm going to say Kmet does. More touchdowns. Kmet will have more touchdowns. Loveland will have more yards.
I just had this exact dilemma in a league. I had Kmet and I have Loveland in it. This is a dynasty league, and I just dropped Kmet to pick up Tucker that I was telling you guys about just in case, because I just don't think there's enough fantasy value for Kmet at this stage. I don't feel comfortable starting him, so I'm just gonna roll the dice with Loveland. I mean, look how high he got drafted. Where did Kmet get drafted? Like, there's something about draft capital that matters. They give them more opportunity. So give me Loveland, even though I do like Kmet. I think he's a talented tight end personally, but I just for upside alone, Loveland is a guy I would go with. But I wouldn't be surprised if Kmet gets 4 touchdowns and Loveland gets 3. Like, okay.
Nah,
so
he's gonna use Loveland. He's gonna use him. He's gonna stretch. He's gonna stretch the field with somebody. Whoever your fastest person is, he's gonna stretch the field with him, and he's gonna kill underneath. If Loveland have the ability to break any tackles and any run after the catch, he'll have more touchdowns. He'll use them. He'll use Kmet more to block and then sneak Kmet in like he used to do with Brock Wright on my team. That's how he's gonna use the tight ends. He's gonna do double tight end sets, bunch and all that type of stuff, and get some type of confusion, rub, and then you'll find Loveland over. He's probably gonna use him more than everybody else. DJ Moore is gonna get traded.
I don't think so, because my guy Bieniemy is going to use him in different ways and get him involved in the offense. And I'm sorry, Aquaman has spent too much time underwater, a little bit of getting his head a little bit woozy for this thing. Caleb is going to be plenty mature by game 4, and he's not going to be replaced. Absolutely not. Ben Johnson is going to be the 2025 Coach of the Year. I'm going to say that over and over again. When you look at
they gave it to this dude. We beat the shit out of them twice. We had a better record than them and everything. They gave up, like, come on, man. They cheated my boy 2 times. He should have been Coach of the Year. Without a doubt, he should have been Coach of the Year last year.
I agree. I absolutely agree that the Lions coach should have been Coach of the Year. Absolutely.
What? All right.
We're Trev, we're talking about fantasy football, and we're talking about all these Bears targets, and we're talking about DJ Moore, and maybe DeAndre Swift not being as good, and all of that. All of this stuff, it really adds up to Caleb Williams having a fantastic fantasy football year. And I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. And in redraft leagues, I am going to make sure to get Caleb Williams everywhere I can get. I'm taking him as my number 1 quarterback because I'm going to try to go running back, wide receiver. I think Caleb's going to fall right in my lap, and I'm going to take him all day.
You know what? I don't mind. I won't do that, but I don't mind that you are doing that. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying it I didn't mean that in a negative way. Like, if you believe that Caleb Williams is going to have a monster year, like he was quarterback 16 last year. Okay. So he's just outside of a starting quarterback in a 12-team league. Okay. If you think he's going to be better, he's going to be a top 12 quarterback. That's a starting quarterback. If you do that, like, what is his average draft position right now? It's got to be insane, right? So I'm just looking it up, and I think there's a little bit of hype on him. By the way, the guy who's going up the charts is Justin Fields. That's the guy who's going up the charts. But Caleb Williams is quarterback 15 off the board. That is insane. I picked 104, and I think it's still higher than he should be. But if you wait, that you're going to have a smoking team. But my advice to you is get a veteran quarterback, someone like Stafford, someone
Stafford might be injured though. I'm staying away from Stafford. I think he may be injured.
Like a guy like that, right? Like, so you got to get a backup just in case the Caleb hype train doesn't do what you want to do.
So this is what I love about it. It's kind of prisoner of the moment, and obviously with Justin Fields, and you guys know me. I'm a huge Justin Fields guy, and I think he's going to have a good year. with the Jets. But overall quarterback, he still only sees part of the field. There's limitations for him.
Agreed.
And so when you look at Caleb, just those, the Dre, that sidearm pass that he can do, all those passes that he can do, and just kind of the Mahomes 2.0 stuff that Caleb can do. I'm taking him all day as far as being able to create plays and create yards for my fantasy football team. I'm taking that over Justin Fields, who is going to probably throw more interceptions, and he's going to probably continue to try to run like he has.
100%. He's going to run and run and run. And in fantasy football, that's the guy you want. But what if you did it? What if you had a Justin Fields, Caleb Williams combo? I'd be okay with that.
I'm okay with that as well. Yeah.
But you have to take Justin Fields before Caleb Williams. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not.
Then you're not
No.
Hey, yo, man, I need you to go back to the old videos, man. He was Michael Jordan. He was your Jordan. Oh my God.
Okay. I have learned.
So these are quarterbacks taken after, okay? Taken after Caleb Williams. Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, Brock Purdy. Oh, Justin Fields right now is behind pick 120, but I think he's going up. So maybe you can get a Justin Fields. Drake May, Jordan Love, C.J. Stroud, J.J. McCarthy, Trevor Lawrence. Those are the guys behind.
Drake May, yeah. I'm telling you, Caleb Williams, put my money on Caleb Williams.
Okay, do it.
All right. What about a couple things on tight ends? Obviously, I don't know about you, Trev, but obviously you're a Packer fan. But with fantasy football, I mean, are you drafting other than Josh Jacobs? I mean, are you trying to stay away from any of the Packer wide receivers, anything like that? Because you don't know, and you want to be able to depend on those wide receivers.
Yeah, they won't be my main guys. That's the thing, right? So for me, it's like it would be flex options. Just because Jordan Love just throws to the open player, it doesn't matter. He's not targeting a number one wide receiver. You know what I mean? Is Golden going to be that guy? That would be great. I would love that. I think Reed just has some real outstanding opportunity. Dobbs seems to be that touchdown guy that gets the touchdowns, doesn't always get the yards. Watson's coming back. I don't know who you can trust there at the wide receiver at a fantasy level. At an NFL level, this is it's beautiful, right? Because of course, would I want a number one elite wide receiver like we did with Devontae Adams? Of course. I'm not ridiculous that way. But in saying that, I'm with you, man. I don't know which one to take right now. You're going to be taking probably Golden, and then he's not proven, right? And then like where are you taking him at? And that's really that you might have to jump there to get him. That's scary. Right. So
you brought up another, and obviously is a tie to the NFC North. So not quite NFC North now, but I'm really intrigued by Devontae Adams in that whole Rams offense. I don't know fantasy football wise, does Devontae Adams still have it? I mean, obviously we got Puka Nacua there. So that's going to be an interesting, to see where he falls. I'm not sure where he's.
I can tell you, he's getting so much hype. It's crazy. He's getting picked as wide receiver 15, pick number 42. And that's right around T. Higgins, JSN, Mike Evans, Garrett Wilson, Terry McLaurin. He's ahead of DJ Moore. Did you hear that? So that's where he's being taken. And I mean, he's older, right? Like, this is the thing. Is like, maybe this is the name one, or is he still great? He was wide receiver 14 last year. He was wide receiver 11 last year.
Who is this?
Devontae Adams.
Oh yeah, but he's going to the Rams. He's on the Rams with Stafford.
That's what I'm saying, right? So that's why he's going. He's getting drafted right around that mark. He was number 1, number 3, and number 2 3 years in a row. That was his 3 years in a row. And then he went to number 11 with Vegas. Right?
See, this is what I always pay attention to the quarterback situation, and I am staying away from Rams wide receivers. Everybody is all in on Puka Nacua. I think it's kind of high because what he's done, and I think he may be quarterback proof. Justin Jefferson's quarterback proof as well.
Also, I don't think that Puka's quarterback proof.
Oh,
yeah, because Matthew Stafford makes receivers. He builds receivers. You know what I mean? He made Kenny Galladay. He got Kenny Galladay paid.
Good point.
And he led the NFL in touchdowns and didn't score a touchdown for the New York Giants.
Are you saying Puka Nacua is Kenny Galladay?
I'm saying that he's good. He's good. I'm not saying Kenny Galladay was a good line for me. I liked him. You know what I'm saying? But Matthew Stafford does. They call him long handoffs. He's extremely accurate. He got extreme confidence in his arm strength and his arm talent, and he get it there to you. He'll throw you open. That's what he's always done. You know what I'm saying? When he got like a real receiver, like he's not Cooper Kupp to me. You know what I'm saying? It's the way he plays in that offense and the way that they use Puka Nacua there. Like they use him to his strength. He's not the fastest guy, but he'll surprise you with his speed. And they use them. They use them perfectly for the off. They use them to block and everything. They put them real tight up against the line. You don't know if they like tight ends or blocking or running the route. Like he's good, but Matthew Stafford makes him better. Like truly, like he's a great quarter. Like it's a lot of bullshit receivers got paid because of Matthew Stafford. A lot.
That is, so that's interesting. And I think. For anybody who's listening, if you're doing fantasy football, I mean, we've kind of talked about it a little bit, look at the situation. And that's why even Matthew Stafford, he's injured. I don't know if he's going to be 100%. Even if he comes back week 1, he may not be 100%. And so maybe you can get some of these wide receivers on the cheap if other people are thinking the same thing.
What was y'all score when y'all played against him? And y'all had all y'all defense then. What was y'all score when y'all played? He had 2-2. He ain't have Cup or what's today. He had Tutu Atwell and some other dude.
I forget everything that happened. I forget everything that happened before 2025. This is the time for my Bears.
Y'all was good then. Y'all was 4-2 at that point. Stuff like that. Like y'all were real good then.
It's been a while since Matt Stafford has been great, though. So 2021, he was quarterback number 5 in fantasy. The year before that, he got injured and he only played 9 games. Okay, so we'll call that a wash. Then in 2023, he was quarterback 15 and then quarterback 19 last year, and he played 15 games and 16 games. So, like, maybe the days that Matthew Stafford is like Studley is over. But I'm telling you right now, he's always had good. He had Puka and Cooper Kupp. You know what I mean? Cooper Kupp was unbelievable healthy, right? Yeah, so Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, I think that's a good combo.
Puka got hurt last year.
Yep, he did.
And Cooper Kupp isn't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like he isn't the same. I played against him. When you play against him, it's like, man, he still got it. It's just he doesn't like he got watch what he do with Devontae this year. It's gonna be kind of crazy. Like it's gonna be crazy because he's getting him the ball because you could do anything with Devontae Adams. You can throw it up. He's a dynamic route runner. You know what I'm saying? Like yo.
So I'll say the one thing that I guess with Cooper Kupp is that he's had like arguably like he's good. But if you look at he just had that one really good year, and then like everything else has been kind of like B+ range.
He always scores.
Like he's a good receiver, but like I do think like he only's had 2,000-yard seasons. That's it. But because the one that obviously everyone knows him for is so big, like I don't know, and
the one.
Yeah, it's just I've never held Cooper Kupp like as high as other people have. So like if Puka can like kind of do that, he doesn't. I think he just has to do well enough in the system. And the thing is with Adams, I think what they can do with him, like, I mean, his name in itself, yeah, he's older and everything, but he's still that big wide receiver that he's going to require people to cover him. And that will allow Puka to get out. And then obviously you have Kyron Williams in the backfield. I think that's also like another thing. So like they have a decently like system that could make Puka look good. I don't know how high Stafford will be like fantasy. I don't see it being extremely high. I don't see him that much different from those other numbers that Trev said. Like, I think like that's probably where he'll end up. But yeah, I guess like I think like I don't know. I think that
the Cooper Kupp conversation is all about health. He hasn't been healthy for 3 seasons. That's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like when he's healthy, he's great. He is great. He's elite. His route running is insane. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm saying like the argument's going Davante Adams' route running is still insane. They're both 32 years old. Guess who's been healthier in his career? Davante Adams.
Yeah.
Like so if Stafford's healthy, that could be an explosive offense. You got Kyron Williams as the running back. All those guys are like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like Kyron Williams has been hurt too, but if they can stay healthy, that team could win the division.
I want to switch here. Another kind of we're branching out NFC North kind of alumni. So Chicago Clubhouse has a question: how do you feel Darnold will be in Seattle? And so, all right. So I'm going to tell you this: if it comes to me drafting, and I have the choice between JJ McCarthy and Sam Darnold.
Would you stop?
I'm going to take a second kicker. Go ahead.
Okay,
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, is he going to be good?
No.
We don't know.
No, they traded away all his receivers.
They did.
Yeah.
You don't got nobody to throw to. I don't know what they
depends on his offensive line.
Yeah, the offensive line's been revamped, so we're going to find out. They're actually – Seattle's better than you think. And I know before last year, you were shaking your boots, 7-letter, about whenever Seattle came to town, you were always stressed out, and we can roll back the tape. You know it. You know it. And so I don't know. Is he going to be – I think Minnesota has a way better O-line than Seattle does. So that's are we going to see Sam Darnold of the veteran past, or are we going to see Sam Darnold of the Vikings? That's a tough one. JSN is a stud. He was wide receiver 10 last year. Cooper Kupp, if he's healthy, great. They have a good running game. I don't know. Don't they have a third guy too? Isn't there a third guy in Seattle that's amazing?
No, they traded him too. They got rid of him too. You talking about the little guy from Washington? What's his name?
I'll find out right now. Seahawks depth chart right now. Boom.
Well,
okay.
As you're kind of bringing that up, the Bears should have listened to JSN and not gone with their offensive coordinator. He had bad things to say about Bears offensive coordinator.
He actually didn't say anything.
That spoke volumes right there.
Yeah, I said that too. He actually didn't.
You're
say
right.
anything.
You're right.
No,
I was wrong on that.
Go ahead, Trev. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything bad about the man. He just said, "I don't have a comment."
Trev, what were you getting? What's the
third
Seattle
guy is actually a guy I pick up in every single dynasty league was Torrey Horton. He's a guy that you want if you're in a dynasty league. That's the guy he is getting so much hype. So now you've got Horton. If he pans out, MVS is there, guys. Like I'm just saying he could be an over the top guy if he can catch the ball. I don't know. Maybe Sam Darnold's a little sneaky play. Maybe he's a second quarterback that maybe does something. He's not getting drafted. Like Sam Darnold's not getting drafted in a regular league. And a super flex, he's getting drafted.
Oh, for sure.
That's it. You know what I mean? Like, It's who's Dre? Are you gonna draft Sam Darnold as your backup quarterback?
No. But I also have right now on my keeper, I have because we in my league rookies are free, so like when you keep them, so like I have right now Allen backed up by McCarthy and Penix. So yeah, I'm not taking Darnold over. I would take McCarthy out of trust over Darnold just based on how I see the system. Penix, I would kind of put a little bit iffy. Like I would say he's maybe on the Darnold area, but Penix is younger. Well, actually, no, maybe not. Actually, I don't know offhand how old
doesn't matter.
The two are.
Well,
but either way, like I like Penix's gameplay anyway much more than I like Darnold's. I think he's more dynamic in more aspects. So I would draft Penix over Darnold at this point.
Wow,
it's a bomb.
Hey, we've kind of obviously branched out, talking about NFC North alumni, talking about fantasy football stuff. Obviously, a lot of drafts coming up, lots of things to think about. But the one thing, obviously, the lasting memory of all of us of this whole evening, I just want to remember if it comes to Justin Jefferson, drafting him in 2025 fantasy football. Do not do it. Do not pull the trigger. Stay away from Justin Jefferson. 2025 fantasy football. You will thank me later.
He's saying that so he can draft him. That's what he's doing.
Hey, if you want to listen, if you want to compete and contend and win fantasy football championships, then I would not do what Andy just said.
I'm just saying. We'll clip this the end of the year, and this will be.
No, we won't, because if he's wrong, he'll go.
He does not clip it.
Go into the burn bag.
No one's watching now, anyways. You know what? It's an hour and 11 minutes, almost an hour and 12 minutes. You can say whatever you want. I can say Packers are winning the Super Bowl. We're going undefeated. No one's going to clip that. You know,
we got 190 people listening. Thanks to everybody for paying attention. All of that. Great stuff so far tonight. Obviously, thanks for everyone joining us. Dre, we're gonna keep pulling the Minnesota nice out of you. All right, and where can everyone find you as we close out?
Well, if you keep saying those types of crazy things, you'll pull it out.
Have you been paying attention to me or what?
Yeah.
What else can he say?
It's the off season, so I can be a little quieter now. We'll see what happens when the season comes around. But until then, you can hit me up on Twitter X at Skullman Sports.
Awesome. Definitely like, subscribe, all of that as well. And you can find me on NFL Outdated on YouTube, Twitter X, and us on the Freezin 4 pod on TikTok. And someone who is on TikTok quite a bit is RevTrev. Where can everyone find you as we close out?
Yeah, just find me everywhere. RevTrevNFL, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, X. I mean, I'm all over the place. It's crazy. It's crazy. Twitch. I'm even on Twitch, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Twitch,
you know what? Try to hit up our bonfire. Look at the Freezin 4 under bonfire, and we have some T-shirts. Obviously, celebrate every one of the NFC North teams. And if you do that, more ones are going to be coming. We have some fantastic ideas that we've talked about. Trev has some awesome graphics and things like that. So lots of great things to come. If you go ahead and go over to bonfire.com, look for Freezin number 4 pod and look at the different T-shirts. Obviously, we've got Detroit versus everybody. We've got Matthew Golden T-shirt. Who got him in the hands of actual Matthew Golden. So maybe this season, Matthew Golden, under his pads, will be wearing the T-shirt that I gave him for the Freezin 4. I'm thinking that's a definite possibility. It's going to be there.
That'd be awesome.
That would be amazing.
That made my day when I saw Matthew Golden holding our shirt.
It was, yeah.
That was awesome. You know what I mean? It was on his shoulder. He was walking away with it. I don't know if he gave it to someone else. I don't know what he did. All I know is we've got a picture with him with the shirt.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I told him, and he said, he said it was pretty dope. So, with that, 7th letter, where can everyone find you?
You find me at 7th letter 4 on Twitter X, same OG on Instagram and Facebook. Always a pleasure to see you guys on a Wednesday. Good to see you, Trev.
Good to see you guys.
Dre, Andy. Yeah, have a good
always saying great stuff. So I definitely appreciate everybody commenting. Lots of great comments tonight as well. Once again, this has been the Freezin NFC North Podcast. Catch us every Wednesday at 9:30 CST, and we'll catch you next week. Have a great night, everybody.
Go Pack, go.
It's called